And so again, it's going to take all of the things that normally you would need a database administrator to do to update the back end. It takes care of that, makes our SQL statement injection. We can click, and now total due has been updated on each customer. Now maybe I'm upset. Kevin's Clutches, I thought they owed us money. What's going on here? Maybe my microflow is not working. Oh, I can go ahead and jump back into that microflow, and maybe I want to just add a breakpoint. And so when I go back and I run this, you'll see I'm triggered with a breakpoint, and I can actually step right in. I can see what we're working with, all of the variables, all of our customers, what our totals are, and I could actually then, if I wanted to, I could edit my breakpoint condition, and let's just say my iterator customer name. Well, do that right. Customer name, I forget what it is, Kevin's Clutches or something to that effect. We could set that up. I think that's a terrible way to do it, but if you know something specific and you only want to trigger the breakpoint off of that, you could set that up. Otherwise, let's just leave it open. I can follow through my whole flow. We could work with a business person. We can also set the breakpoint wherever we feel like the problem's happening. We can connect this breakpoint. I can disconnect it here. I could hit connect, and we could actually connect it to a remote server. So I could do it in test acceptance production. So if we're experiencing a problem, I can actually do it from my local machine and run through the whole thing as the person's experiencing it in real time. Another thing here is I can provide feedback. Let's just say I had that same problem. Customer data isn't updating. Man, I can't type. Updating properly. Please help. Now you can choose to expose this feedback button as you see fit to specific users, to specific environments. That's up to you how it's done, but at the end of the day, we can expose it and you can use it. And ultimately what it'll do is feedback into our online collaboration space. Every application we put together will have an online collaboration space, which is automatically created. We can manage our team. We can invite members. So if I wanted to add Michael to this application, I can say he's a business engineer. I can send an invite to him, and now he can join and have access to all of this based on that role. There's a slew of different things that we can talk through. I'm going to choose to basically ignore all of it because I don't want to bore you to tears, but we can absolutely circle back to it when you guys want to do a deeper dive into the platform. But for now, if I'm focused on my feedback within my app insights, we go to the feedback section. The nice thing is when I get feedback here, I can actually see exactly what the user role was, which form they were on, the screen resolution, the browser, some really pertinent information to help me make a decision on how to solve the problem that they're experiencing. I can then choose to convert this to a story. I can put it into, if we're managing, I guess I should speak a little bit about it. We have the ability to put epics and planning together to manage stories, all within self-contained Mendix collaboration space, integrated into the development environment. We also have the ability to connect this to Jira instead, or another ticketing or management system that of your choosing. Out of the box, it's local or Jira as your options, but everything has an open API. All of this feedback, all of the things that you see are readily available through API, so we can connect it up to whichever story management you would like to use. Ultimately, once we do that, I can get into my stories. If I had my sprint set up, I could refresh it would load in my story. I could click on it, it would bring me to the exact form. I could then work on it. When I make my commit, I could say which stories I wanted. I could see what changes were made. I can add my information. And then if we had stories, I could actually check which ones that were being worked on, hit OK, and it will all feed back in, get committed. And now someone who else is working on this can pull it in, and we can ultimately keep in sync and work together as co-developers of the application.